So my friends, if Uber and Lyft, please listen up. This is very important because they're not doing anything about safety. We're going to do everything about safety, right? We're going to show them the way. So if Uber and Lyft tells you a rider is verified, right? Oh, the rider is verified. How important, right, are the data points that I've listed on the thumbnail to you in that specific verification, right? And I ask you to please rank them from 1 being the most important, obviously 2 slightly less, 3 slightly less, but 1 is the most important, right? Number 1, this is how I rank them, right? These are the talking points I want to bring up with Uber and Lyft. This is what I want to see in the verification, right? A rider verification. Remember, you and I, MB, how are you, buddy? You and I are verified. We've done our background check, right? They've checked us out, right? They've checked out the DMV. They've run a checker. Obviously, checker is not doing a fantastic job at the moment. But if you can rank them, and I put number 1 as criminal background check. Number 1, criminal background check. Number 2, your ID, your driver's license, right? Because if you don't want to show your ID, I automatically think, okay, he doesn't want to show that in the verification process. Obviously, he or she is hiding something, right? So there I have that at number 2. But I still chose as number 1, I choose criminal background check. Number 2, ID, for example, driver's license. Number 3, a photo. Show me a photo. Show me a photo of you so I can get some idea, who's getting in my car, right? Because I don't want to drive into an unknown. I don't know. There's no picture uploaded. I don't really know what the individual looks like, right? If Samantha ordered the car and then a guy called Harry wants to get in, and I don't mean Harry Campbell, the rideshare guy, but let's say Jonathan suddenly shows up. Oh, you are my driver. No, I want to see your photo, right? So far, number 1, criminal background check. Number 2, I want to see your ID in the verification, for example, your driver's license. Number 3, I have to see your photo. I have to know who is getting in my car, right? Number 4, what's your name? I don't want your name to be OC Slut. I've had that, or Ghetto Thug. No, I want your real name, right? Just like the rider sees my name, right? I want to see your real name. Number 5, payment method. How did you pay with this? How are you paying for this, right? So in that verification, if you have a Visa or a credit card, great. But if you're using prepaid gift cards or prepaid Visa cards, that to me sounds an alarm. That's a red flag, right? So I would like to see that in the verification process. And I'm coming up with these points here because I'm trying to educate Uber and Lyft. Hey, let us show you the way. You're obviously blind. You have no clue, or you have no intent to spend money on safety or verification. So let's show you the way. Let's show you what drivers think are the most important factors in the verification, right? And I ask you, please share this video wherever you can. Tweet it, Facebook it, make your own video. But let's educate them what we want to see in a verification process, because they use big words. Oh, they'll do this and they'll implement 911 in the app. No, we want to know which dude, which lady gets into our car, and who are they, and where do they come from? What type of background do they have? Have they failed their criminal background check, right? So, number 6, I'm putting in their email. I don't necessarily have to know your email in the verification process. The email might tell me a lot about you though, right? So in the order of priority, I put that at number 6. And here are my verification data points that I want to see Uber and Lyft conduct. number one, I want to see a criminal background check. Why? Because you're asking the same from me, right? The rider gets to see, oh yeah, that driver underwent this criminal background check, failed it, obviously didn't make on the platform, won't be my driver. Vice versa, let's switch the shoes. The rider, number one, in my eyes, should have DC Gig Worker 21. I appreciate you, my friend. I've seen Stay Down ask me what brand of, one second, what do you say, of car stereo I had if my windows were tinted. Easy cancel, thank you. Good point, super good. Right, so, number one, I said I want to see a criminal background check in the verification. Number two, I want to see your ID. For example, your driver's license. Number three, I want to see what you look like. I want a photo, right? Number four, I want to see your name. I don't want to see ghetto thug. I don't want to see OC slut. No, I want to see your real name. Number five, what payment method are you using? Are you using a Visa? Are you using a prepaid card? Red flag, prepaid card, red flag, right? Do I really want to pick up that individual who's not giving me the name, who's not willing to undergo a background check, who's not willing to upload the ID, and then has a prepaid Visa card? Forget about it. He or she does not belong in your car. They don't belong in your Uber. They don't belong in your Lyft. And hopefully if Bolt comes out, they don't belong in your Bolt. They don't belong in your Alto, right? And they don't belong into any vehicle that's operated by a co-op, right? So the verification process, Dara Khosrowshahi, Logan Green, and all the other CEOs, if you are listening up, right? We know you are stingy. We know you do not spend money on safety. We know you sugarcoat and put out press releases that make you look or make you seem like you're doing something about safety, but we see straight through you. We can read between the lines. We are not your priority when it comes to safety, right? All you care about are the riders, right? Oh, the rider should know if the driver failed his or her background check. The rider should know if the driver's name. The rider should know the driver's photo, right? It works both ways in life, Dara Khosrowshahi. It works both ways in life, Logan Green, right? Riders and drivers have to be able to switch shoes and say, hey, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. It's got to be a two-way street. It cannot just be a one-way street. And our safety is muy importante. Sehr wichtig. Very important, right? And until they address that, I can tell you what, drivers are reluctant to return because you are not offering them any form of safety on the platform. So we will do it for you. We will show you what points are important when it comes to verifying riders. I think I made myself very clear. So again, go over that thumbnail. If Uber tells you, if Lyft tells you a rider is verified, right? How important are those data points on that thumbnail? I'm going to also list them below to you in that verification process. And I ask you to rank them by number one being the most important, right? And again, just to recap, there are 6 points, right? Sorry, 6 points. I'm going to run them by you. I put number one, I'd like to see a criminal background check. Number two, I would like to see your ID. For example, I'd want to make sure that your driver's license is uploaded in the verification, because if you don't do that, that's one of the biggest red flags, right? If you failed the criminal background check and you're a pedophile, or if you've been, you failed because of a domestic abuse or assault or murder, you definitely do not belong in our car. And there are too many people out there, right, that have failed their criminal background checks and they're sitting in the back of our car. Unacceptable. right? James Leone, unfortunately, this is not a political channel, right? So, if you are part of that QAnon bullshit or whatever, I don't support this. These things are way, 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 way too important, right? Way too important. So let's talk about real issues here. Some people like to jump in live feeds and try to stir it up politically. That's not what we are here for today. We are here for safety. So put your political beliefs aside and let's concentrate on safety, my friends, right? Because there are too many drivers, right, that feel unsafe with this company. There are too many drivers out there that feel unsafe with this company. There are too many drivers that get assaulted, carjacked, beaten up, shot, murdered, stabbed on a daily basis. So we have to take the matter into our own hands. I have just shown you Dara Khosrowshahi, and I've just shared with you Logan Green what points I believe there should be in this verification process. And they say, oh, we're going to verify riders in all cities. Well, what is your verification process? Tell us. Tell us what the ingredients are of your verification process. And don't make promises and say, oh, it's going to roll out in these cities, and you don't even put dates. Do all the cities yesterday, right? Come up with a game plan. Come up with a plan to keep drivers safe and do it yesterday. And don't roll it out in select cities with no dates attached. Do it worldwide in all cities, because every driver, whether you're in Cape Town, whether you're in Berlin, Germany, whether you're in Vancouver, Toronto, whether you're in Miami, Florida, whether you are in Brisbane, Australia, you are important. Whether you're in London, in the UK, you are important, and your safety is important. And we need to push this. We need to show these fools, right? These people that claim that they're executives and have managerial skills, zero. If you don't show your drivers you do not care about them, right? How do you think that makes us feel about you? It makes us disrespect you. It makes us disconnect from that company. It doesn't make us proud to work for that company if you do not show us the respect and the safety we deserve. It's very simple. It's a very simple formula in life. So I ask you again, please share the video. Thank you for joining the live feed. Thank you for sharing the video. Tweet it, retweet it, put it in a Facebook City page, put the link in there, make your own video. But I am trying to get something across here today. They are unable and unwilling to do this. Let's do it for them. Let's show them what's important to us in a rider verification. Let's start saving lives together, you and I, right? Let's start making a difference together, you and I. They are not showing us the way. We have to show them the way. I wish you a fantastic you're in Texas. I'm out there sometimes. I would love to meet you. Absolutely. Lived in Houston, Texas for 2 years. I visit Austin once in a while. Really enjoy San Antonio, Dallas. I've been to a lot of the Texas cities. Actually even dated a Texas girl for a few years. So I definitely love the Texan crowd. I tell you, they are amazing, amazing, warm people. Patrick, I want to say thank you, Patrick. Because Patrick, you sent me this email and you struck the chord, right? Patrick is, and I wish you very well along your journey, Patrick. That's amazing that you got that great job. And thank you so much for those talking points, right? You are an asset. You are an asset to this channel, Patrick. Know that. And if they don't care about you, I can tell you, Patrick, I care about you. I care about your safety. And I think you did a smart thing going out there and finding a job that respects you and that cares about you and pays you and looks after your safety. You deserve that. Thank you, my friend. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm at the airport, LAX, at my coffee place outside here on the big parking lot where all the private limos wait. If you want to have a coffee, it's on me, right? Thank you, MB. I really appreciate you being part of my channel, and I really appreciate all of you guys contributing and sending me links and keeping it real and making suggestions, because this is the only way we drive things forward, right? Sometimes we really have to take the bull by our own hands and show them the way, because they're too weak to lead, right? Or they're too selfish, right? They only care about themselves, right? So we have to grab that bull by the horn, rodeo style, and we got to do it. We got to hang on and, and show them the way. Because time and time again, I'm pretty convinced a couple of blind people are managing these companies. So you guys stay safe out there. Bless you all. Great topic today. Sharing is caring. Get the video out. Let's send them a loud message. Harry, thank you very much for distributing my video that I made about Display Ride. Display Ride, another fantastic product, displayride.com. Check it out, because if they are not verifying the rider and you have these strangers in your car, no photos, no IDs, no criminal background check, at least Display Ride is filming everything in the car and sending it to a cloud. So even if they think they're going to carjack you and take your car, take your camera, it's already in the cloud. The information is there. It can be shared with the police. It can be shared with the insurance company. It can be shared with Uber and Lyft if they wrongfully deactivate you. So again, we are coming up with all these methods of keeping drivers safe worldwide. They are unable to keep us safe. Shame on them. Shame on these executives for lining their own pockets before they spend that money on our safety. That just shows you how much they care about us, right? Long Beach in the house. Dennis Torres, LBC, baby. Long Beach in the house. Good to see you, my friends. So shout out to all of you. Shout out to all that'll be joining this live feed later. Please copy and paste. Send a loud and clear message to these companies. Here's the way. We are showing you how you should be verifying a rider. And these are my priorities 1 to 6. I've named them. I'll put them under the video as well. Have a blessed day, everyone, and stay safe. I'm off to work. If you want a coffee, I'm at the Starbucks just outside of LAX. Coffee's on me. Have a good one.